Okay, we're alive again. Hopefully that'll work. Have to start over. And it was buffering, and I couldn't get it to stop buffering. And it's done this to me 2 or 3 times now. So here we go. Let me get back up on uh, my new number two. Number two, and I will probably have to go back out. It'll want me to go out all the way so I can go back in like that and go there and go there and go there. Well, let me go in. Okay, let's try it again. I'll close out all my other apps. Hopefully you all can still hear me on the second. This is the second try. And it's 8 o'clock. So let's go to me and to me and to lives, and it won't let me in. Okay. I know that there's a lag, so I'll try it in just a few minutes. I know that you guys are coming in, so I'm glad you. Thank you for telling me, Angela. You have to let me know these things, or I won't know. And so let me try it again to get back in. It won't let me in. It's public. Okay, so let's go back out here and go back in again. I know that there is a delay, and sometimes I have to wait for that delay before I can get back in. So let's uh, let's go back over here. There I am for number two, and here it comes up. Okay, thank you, April. Hi, April. Come in. Hi, Ann. This was the second stream, so I'm waiting for everybody to come over and get in here. I hope they find me, and I'm so sorry that it's doing that, and it is glitchy, but that's because of this cover. So it'll come and go. So I've been demonstrating the Coptic stitch, and so let's get where I'm about halfway done this through this book. So I'm ready to do the next Coptic stitch. Thank you, Anne. Oh, I'll get through it eventually. But it's okay. So we're doing the Coptic stitch. I have demonstrated twice how to do the slip knot technique. This is a slip knot technique as well, but this is the traditional Coptic stitch on how it's professionally done. I think it's the real way without doing it a quick way. It's just an extra couple little steps where I'm using 2 needles versus 1 needle. So what you do is I've got my embroidery thread here, and I've got the bottom needle and the top needle. So I take one of the needles and I go through the rabbit hole, and this one's the top needle, so I'm going to push it towards the top and pull it through. And then I'm going to snug it up a little bit. You can snug it up. Take your time. And then I'm going to go around the little rabbit ear that's there. There's one little rabbit ear, and I'm going to go through that rabbit ear and pull it snug, and then I'm going to push this needle to the next page because I'm done with that needle for this one. So it goes to the next page. Then I take the bottom needle and I go down into the rabbit hole, and then I pull it, make it snug, make it snug, and then I'm going to go the bottom ear, around the bottom ear, and pull that through, make it snug, And now I can lay this down, and I'm going to turn my page, and I'll have the top needle over here and the bottom needle over here. And we're going to do it again. Simple. So thanks for coming back. Thanks, Marty. Thank you, Angela. Thanks, Doretha. So this is the real way to do the traditional. Do you guys see a video? I do. Yes, I see my video. I'm on my iPad and my tower. No? Heavens to Betsy. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me because I can do it. Okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, Soupy. Soupy, hang on. Okay, I see you, Beth. Okay. I see Beth. Okay. Does everybody see me now? You're fine. Okay. Okay. That's good. Let me know. Type in caps. Thank you, Marty. You're really seeing through all this. Aren't these cute? These were all done last year, September of last year. We're gonna have to make some. We're gonna have to get some. Uh, do some new pictures for August, September, and October. Those are all chicken months. You know, turkeys and chickens and farm animals. We'll have to get to do some farm animals. It's all paper pieced, done with scrapbooking paper, and then I think I drew the face, but it's got a felted nose and glasses. Angela's on the phone. Okay. I'm going to continue with the Coptic stitch. So I've got my top needle and the bottom needle. The top needle is going to go down through the rabbit hole, and then it's going to go pull through till it get the slack, and then it's going to go around the rabbit ear that's there. There's only one rabbit ear right there. And then this needle is finished and can go to the next page. So I'll push it through to the next page. That's why this is a little difficult, because you're pushing one needle this way, and the bottom needle is got an easy job because it's already down at the bottom, and I can just flip this little lip up here and get the bottom needle. So the middle one is probably the hardest. So I'm pulling the slack out, and I'm going to go around that rabbit ear, the bottom rabbit ear, and pull it through again. And I've pulled both of them till they're snug, and now I'm going to turn the page. So I've got the upper needle and the bottom needle, and I'm ready to work on this page. This is the next page. So I've got about 10 more to do. Y'all gonna be able to hang out for 10 more pages? Marty did a very different paper doll. That's wonderful, Marty. I love different. I love it. You know why? I love misfits because I'm a misfit. I feel like a misfit sometimes. Do you? Do you ever feel like a misfit? Down through the rabbit hole. Pull it tight. Go around that rabbit ear. Pull it tight. Push it down through to the next page. You remember doing the pumpkin last year? Good. Well, we're going to make more memories. We're going to make some more memories. So this one is going to go down, the bottom thread, needle, is going to go down to the bottom through the rabbit hole. We're going to pull it tight. And then it's going to go around that rabbit ear. It's just a pattern. Pull them tight. Turn the page. This one here is crackled. You can see the cracks. If you mix glue with your paint, you can make a crackle. I think this was extra paint on top of the paint and it crackled. I'm not sure if it's got glue in it, but you can repeat this. And that would be a great prompt to do. I've been adding prompts to my prompt list today for some odd reason. I've been doing lots of prompt things. So I'm going to go through the around the rabbit ear like that. This will go to the next page. I'll just do it that way. And then the bottom thread, the bottom needle is going to go into the rabbit hole and out the back. Take up the slack somehow and go around the ear and down to the bottom and turn the page. Now we got both strings here. Somehow we're going to take the upper needle and we're going to go down the rabbit hole and around the rabbit ear. Put it to the next page. Like that. And then this one, the bottom needle, is going to go down into the rabbit hole. And pull it tight and go around that rabbit ear. Pull it tight, snug, and turn the page. Somehow we're doing it. That doesn't look right, so I'm going to do it again. So then we go to the upper needle, the top needle, go down through the rabbit hole and around the ear to the next page. The bottom needle, go down through the rabbit hole, pull it tight, and go around that rabbit ear. And make it snug and turn the page. So here we go. We're doing it. We still got 10 more. I think it's multiplying. So crackle was our next prompt. Was a new prompt. I'm going to do crackling. Go to the next page. And then this one's going to go down through the rabbit hole and make it tight. Hi, Linda. And go around that rabbit ear. Take out the slack. And then that'll go to the next page. All right. So this will teach me a lesson not to buy the wrong art pad when I make the pad. This was an art book where the pages came out. You could take them out and put them back in if you want, but they never stayed. Once you took it out, they were easy to pull back out. So I decided to take them out of the spiral altogether and punch holes in them and Coptic stitch them. So that's why we're in this predicament. But it's good that you all need to see this. It's good that we know how to do this. And I do have another book that tells us 100 ways to bind a book. And this is one of them, the Coptic stitch. And I know how to do it 2 different ways. So I learned it 100 years ago, and I'm still doing it. So let's go through the around the rabbit ear, like that, and we'll turn the page. So this is supposed to be a flower, I guess. It's got glitter glue all over it. So I'm going to keep going because we can. Because we can. We want to get this whip. This is a whip that needs to be done. And then we can tape the spine and make up the spine, and we can put beads on the tassels. Yay! More beads. More beads. All right, so that's good. And down around the rabbit ear. And turn the page. We got our needles ready for the next one. So we'll go to the top needle and go down through the rabbit hole. And we're going to go around the ear. That one is going to go to the next page. Stuff that over there. And then this one's going to go down the bottom needle. Going to go down the rabbit hole. And then around that ear. Those were the ears. And turn the page. And after I get this one done, and then we get the frame done, the beaded frame, I've got to go start working on my mailbox. I want to do my mailbox. I have a new mailbox that Joe painted for me. It's black. And I'm going to do some of this beachy stuff on it. And I have to decide. I'm going to practice in my book over here. I got a book. And I'll practice to see what I want to put on each side of the mailbox. So I'm definitely going to do water and palm trees. And I can do a sunrise and a sunset or something else, whatever we decide to do. And we could do anything. We can make, we can do anything we want. But I think I need to practice on the in my blue book, practice painting and decide which, what we want to put on there, but which ones we want to use. Get a get a little plan going. So there's my two tails, and here's our next hole. So go down through the rabbit hole, and around that rabbit ear, and push that to the front or to the next page. And then the bottom needle goes down through the rabbit ear, the rabbit hole, and around the rabbit ear, and turn the page. And find my other needle. Now we're ready for the next page. So it's kind of tedious. It is a little tedious, but we're doing it. We're doing it somehow. We're making it. Down through the rabbit hole, around the ear. And technically, if I were to say, to describe this, instead of doing the one knot that we usually do, this one's doubled. It's two knots because of the ears. We're doing a lower ear and an upper ear. Okay. Through the rabbit ear. And turn the page. So I think I've lost half of my streamers. I'm so sorry. But we're here, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And there might be somebody else on. Sometimes Vicky comes on, and sometimes Juju comes on. She comes on at different times. She comes on at night too, but sometimes her and Sage come on. So there's that one. Let me get the next one. We're getting close. We're getting close. Rabbit ear. And then we're going to turn the page. We're getting closer. Just a few more. So here we go. Down through the rabbit hole. Snug it up. Around that rabbit ear. Then we're going to go to the bottom needle. And we'll go this way. And around the rabbit ear. And then this will go to the other side. Like this. Here we go. I think there's two more. I think this is the last page. I hope it's pretty. The stitchery. That's right. Oh, I hate it when I do that. So, okay. Okay. Thank you, Angela. We should send her a get well card. Shall we make up another card? Okay, so we're going to poke that down in there. Turn the page. That's scary. So this is the back page, the back cover, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll go down to the rabbit hole. Around in between the ears. We're going to push that to the back. There's not going to be more pages, but we're going to tie it off here in a second. Just have to get this last one done. And down through the rabbit hole. And we've got to make this taut again. This one came loose. And then we'll go around the rabbit ear. And then we go, hang on here. We're going to turn the back cover up, the last page, and we get our threads. And I'm going to rethread this needle so we can thread that needle back. And I'm getting tired fighting with this thing. So, but anyway, we're going to thread the needle back. There's Joe. Put that back up where I found it. Just a minute, Joe. I'm right in the middle of a knot.
Not what?
The knot, the frayed knot.
Frayed knot.
So I've got the bottom here, and I'm going to take my knots, and I think I can tie it off just right like this. So I took needles off, and I'm tying it in a surgical knot. Just like that. And I'm going to show you the back of it. And it's a little bit more of a braid than the other. It looks pretty nice. It looks nice, and especially if you do it a lot tighter. I think one time I did this on chunky cards, and the cards were chunky, and I could be rough with them. Where the paper, I can't be too rough or it'll tear. But that's the real Coptic stitch right there, versus the slip knot stitch, which is like this. And it's not bad either, but it's just what it is. So I tied it off, and I'm at the bottom, so I can go ahead and trim this up a little bit. Don't need those tails. The upper tails I'm going to make and put beads on them. So let me go over here. I'm going to put my needles away. I don't need my needles. We'll save them for another day. They came in handy. They did their job. And I'm going to go get that tape I was telling you about. Okay, Linda. And again, I do this all the time. So, but I've labeled this one the Coptic stitch video, so you can go back and watch it. But you can also Google other people that do this stitch. I'm not the only one. I didn't make it up. I just try to do it. I try. So So I wonder if my tape. Yep. Okay. This is a type of tape that I bought through other people told me about it. And I think Dee Dee, I remember Dee Dee talking about it. She's got some of this. And it's called grafter's tape. This one is made by Grayang. Can you see the Grayang? Geyang. But if you type in grafters, grafter, grafter tape. It's a type of tape that's kind of like a cloth, but it's a duct tape. It's real sticky and it's stiff. And you can always find the end. It's not like these little tapes. Is Becca in here? I did the real thing tonight. I did the real Coptic stitch tonight with 2 needles. And this is what it looks like on the back. It's like a crochet needle. And like I said, if I was on a chunkier book, I would have been able to do it tight all the way. But this was the slip knot style, which is so much faster. But this is the grafting, and it's still good. And no matter where you open your book, it'll all lay flat. Whether it was done with the slip knot or whether it was done with the grafting, the original stitch, uh, Coptic stitch. And it's just fancier. It takes a little bit longer to do, but it's still easy. I think it's easy. Of course, I like puzzles. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, it rips. I think it does rip. Let's see if I can rip it. Okay, I'm not going to rip it and we'll cut it. It's too hard to rip. Well, I'm not having any luck. There, I cut it and ripped it. I did both. So I'm going to lay this down on this side. And I'm going to use 2 pieces. So I'm just going to lay this down like that, and it should stick. And I've got my tassels here. I'm going to pull them up to the top of the book. And then I'm going to put my book together real tight and fold this over. And it should work. It should work for the other side. We'll see. I think it did it. Now I'm going to still decorate this with some fabric. So there's my grafter's tape, and I squeezed it real tight so you don't see the spine of the stitch. Nobody will know except you. You know, if you did it the real way or the quickie way. Nobody will know but you. And I can tell down here on the third one, it has extra rabbit ears, where this one is. This was a thicker embroidery thread too. This embroidery floss. It was thicker. It had more strands in it, like 9 or 10, where this was only 6 strands. So yes, thank you, Angela. That's it. Oh, I wrote it down, but you all couldn't see it. Sorry. I wrote it down for you right here. Sorry. So anyway, there's our book. It's together. And I think it would be nice to put something else on there, but I'm not going to worry about it. But I will get my beads back out and we'll put some beads on this. Let's put some beads on there. Now, I like to take my tails and put a little bit of glue on each one, just a little dot of glue on my finger like that, and I take the end and I roll it in the end of it, and then I take it and I twist and pull straight off, and that glue is on the end of that thread, and that's going to make it hard. In just a second, it'll harden up. I'll do the other side. Put it through the glue, and then I'm going to twist and pull, and I'm making a little glue needle. So, so I've got two little needles on my tails here. I don't need that. Okay. And then I go over here. Oh, I got some mail, guys. Judy and Cindy. Judy and Cindy sent me some mail. We'll open that next. So I go over here and see if I can't find any of my blue beads that I had out. hmm So I take my needle, my thread needle. It's a It's a faux thread needle. And I start threading on my beads. And I do different ones all the way down. I'm going to do two of these. I like them. Do all kinds of beads. Mix and match. And I can use one of them butterflies. Down in there. And I'll put it on upside down because it's going to hang. And then it'll be upright. The butterfly. But they can fly upside down. How do they have an equilibrium in that tiny little head? Doesn't that matter? Do you ever wonder about things like that? How their little brains work. hmm So I'm putting all these pretty beads on there, like that. And that little fake needle is going right up the middle of those beads. Just saying. Now this one I think will be too hard. I'll get another one. So, haven't seen her in this new one. Yeah, I think we lost a bunch of people on the first stream. They come in and say hello, and then they leave it on, and they're doing other things. So they're not really paying attention. But that's okay. I understand. I totally understand. It's the way it is. So let's put a few more of these. This one. And this one. This one. And another one of these. Let's put one of these diamond things on here with a sparkly. Put one on the top and the bottom. And then we can put another one of these. Oops. How about this one over here? Like that. I don't have one of those. Oh, that went on there so nice. So I'll put a little butterfly on there. A little baby butterfly. And how about this one here? We can go ahead and tie it off. And I'm going to tie it around the bottom bead. The bottom of that. I'll tie it around it so that it won't slip off. Like that. And we'll tie it in a knot so that that won't come off. Like that. Maybe. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time. Like that. There. Now we can trim that little tail off. And we've got one set of beads. Now the next one, it doesn't have to be exactly the same size. I can make it a little bit halfway shorter if I wanted to, so that would be okay. Let's use up some of these over here. And you probably can't tell which bead is the blue bead and which bead is my nail, because my nails are blue. Now, don't be cantankerous on me. Okay, that one doesn't want to go on. Let's try another one. There's more where that came from. We can do it. Lots of different beads. Like that. We're going to put another one of these diamonds on there. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And then another diamond. Okay, let's try it again. I wasn't holding my mouth right, I guess. And then we'll put one of these. Maybe this one. And maybe another one of these. And we can do another butterfly. We'll just be full of butterflies. And Maybe another silver. And another round one. And another one of these. And another one of these. And where did those butterflies go to? Did I see any more? I don't know where they are. Let's try this one. So we're about halfway on that one, so we should be able to tie it off here. We should be able to tie it off. I don't think this one's big enough. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, I got it. First try. Imagine that. So let's get another one over here. And we'll finish it off here. And we'll push this one way up to the top. And we'll tie a loop around it. A knot around the last one. So that'll go in there. And we'll tie another knot to secure it. Do that. And that'll secure that knot. Then we can trim. And put this away. We did good. I don't think I dropped but one bead. So we got our beads on our tassels. And I'm still thinking that this black may need some, but it's done. It's done. Basically, it's done. So I just need to put the date on this. It's on my marker. And it goes from August of 24 through four of 25. So I got that done, and it can go on the wall in with the other books. Yay! Okay, I got more Happy Mail. So we've got the last few minutes for the Happy Mail. So this one's from Judy Patton. Now Judy is in our address file. If anybody would like to send her something, look under Judy and send her something. She will send you something back. She watches from afar. And so, that's how that goes. That's how that goes. And she doesn't know how to do Facebook, and she doesn't know how to do all of the YouTube stuff, but she knows how to watch it. So she watches me, and she doesn't know how to do chat. She made me a bunch of dolls. Oh my gosh, guys! Everybody's gonna get one of these. Okay, Judy. Woohoo! Did she put her name on the back of everything? We will tell. We'll soon tell. Here are some paper dolls for you and your ladies. Had fun making them. God bless Judy. So she made some dolls for us to give away. Let's see if she put them. No. Yes, she did. She put Judy. She did. She put Judy on them. Okay, this one doesn't have one, but this one does. Oh, aren't they pretty? Just like I told you all how to make them. I'll show these again just a minute. I'm just looking to see if there's a name on the back of them all. I think she did. This one is the only one. These two girls are together for some reason. Look at the beehives. That one doesn't have a name. That one doesn't have a name. That one does, and that one doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I can write that on three of them. So let me get my pen. Okay. So now they all have names. So these are perfect examples of paper dolls, of how to make a paper doll. You find an image or a catalog or a magazine with a person on it, and then you glue them on something harder like a cardstock, and then you cut them out, and that's your paper doll. And these are so cute. Whatever magazine she got these from, these look like the dolls were something that she printed out and she colored them. And then the clothes are from a flower magazine. Look at the flowers. That's from a seed catalog. And she made their outfits. I'm sorry for the twitchy. But look at all the little dolls. I love this one with the long hair. And she's holding a bumblebee. It's got a sticker and a flower in this hand. Oh, these are so sweet. So you all better be send me some paper dolls so I can send you some paper dolls back. Oh, isn't that sweet? Look how cute they are. This is from an embroidery, something, a pillow or an afghan or something, and she had the doll, and then she decorated, she dressed it. These are real paper dolls from a kid. I know she's done it, and then she's added the dresses instead of collaring them. And that, what was it I had? I had some that needed to be collared, and now I know I can make dresses for them. Isn't that just the cutest thing? And she says hi. She's holding a message. If I were you, Beth, I'd keep them. Oh no, Angela, I'm a giver. I will keep I will keep all of them until you all mail me something. I will keep all of them. But I will mail, because we do this all the time. So she's had these paper dolls from another kit or whatever. Oh, my doll is not standing up straight. Good. Good. I like him that way, Marty. Just as long as I can get him in my doll book. So I get to put all of these in my doll book. And I'm sure this is another envelope here from Cindy. I bet you it's got a doll in there too. Let's open that one too. So Judy, Judy, Judy. So do I need to send Judy back another envelope? Yes. Let's get Judy an envelope. I had some of those big pink ones. I wonder what I did with them. I had some more envelopes. Oh, I found those stickers I was looking for. There's some more stickers. I can put some of these in Lisa's envelope. Yeah. I know. But I get happy mail all the time from you guys. And truly, if I didn't get very much happy mail, of course I would probably keep it, so I can give some of these little girls. This would be good in the doll book right here because she's got the pink flowers. But I'm going to slip this into Lisa's envelope too. So I got me some work to do. I got work to do. So she's going to enjoy opening that. So let me find another card over here. And we'll give this one to Judy. And shall we put our names on the card? Oh, we've got to do a card for Lori too. Okay, let's do a card for Lori too. I wish Goldie was in here. She could tell me which one to send it to her. What's this one say? The years sure do fly by. I think that's a birthday card. Oh, this is a card that somebody made for me to use. Sending smiles, and this is made by Kay. Somebody from church. This was a card from from Mother's house. So, but we're gonna send this to Lori with all the birds on there. They're all at the hospital. I'm sure they are, Angela. It sounds really scary. Um, so we would definitely keep Lori on our thoughts and prayers. So this is going to go right there. I had so much fun making this book. I got so many books in this room. I should have put it down here. Too late. So yeah. So let's get a little one for Lori. That little one will go in Lori's card, and I need another little one for Judy. Would that go in, Judy?